Day and welcome back to Weekend Edition. This is Rehash, where we recap the big stories of the past week. And someone didn't get the memo. We are cute now. Jason.
What are you doing, Jason?
I am totally in virtual reality. I'm going to talk about that. I'm having fun.
Okay.
So go ahead and explain.
Tell us what you're seeing.
So basically, there are a couple different ways, and we want to invite you guys to check them out. The way to enjoy KUAM's next generation content. If you go right now on Facebook, you can download the Facebook app for Gear VR for Samsung, or if you're an Oculus Rift user, if you went really, really hardcore with the VR headsets, you can get that, and you can get all of our 360 videos and all of our live stuff in virtual reality. Also, if you are an Apple TV user like Nick is, and I know you love your Apple TV, you can download the Facebook app for Apple TV, watch all of our live streams once we go live, and see all of our other stuff. Okay, speaking of VR, we also have a really, really cool exhibit. The Valley of the Laddie, Brittany Calvo did a fantastic overview. You can take a look at 360 degrees, go immersive and everything, take a ride on the riverboat and everything like that. It's super cool.
And you don't need that device.
You don't need this one for that, but it is very cool, like I'm going to do now while you guys talk. So I am going to go on the riverboat.
And I have an Apple TV, so I should really download this app.
Yeah. I've tried this. It's really fun. You really feel like you're in the moment.
I'm on the riverboat right now.
Experience the news. Okay, Issa, what were you up to this week?
Okay, well, one story I covered was a fire at Southern High School. So it actually happened around 2 o'clock when teachers started noticing smoke. But they went in, they thought they identified the source of the fire, but they actually didn't. So 2 hours later, smoke was still coming out. It's after school hours, but someone noticed it, so they went in and found the fire actually in an adjacent room. So that's under investigation. It's suspected arson, so we'll see where that goes. Also, Second Chance Initiative is something the governor was pushing earlier this week, and so that would give convicts a second chance. If they turn their lives around, they can apply for pardon. And so we'll see where that goes. Hopefully that's helpful for some people.
And Nick?
Right. And the Governor Eddie Calvo, dropping a bombshell on with the military buildup. He's, for the past several years, since the announcement that the Marines would be relocating here to the territory, now saying that he will no longer, his administration will no longer support this buildup, because pretty much he's saying the feds have failed to live up to the programmatic agreement and everything outlined in that. So he said, unless they see some change, then he could possibly get back on the bandwagon of getting those Marines here to better our economy. But right now, things aren't looking very promising.
And you know what you're talking about, because I'm actually watching your story right now.
Right.
And myself. Every week I report on the growing numbers, the climbing numbers for lawsuits against the Archdiocese of Agana. But this week we actually heard from the defense counsel for Archbishop Anthony Aparo. And again, he stands 4 times accused. That's Roland Sandia, Walter Denton, Roy Quintanilla, and Joseph Sonny Kanata, who is deceased, but his mother actually came forward with the accusations that he was on his deathbed when he was sexually molested by Archbishop Aparo. And so what we hear from defense, they're calling out, they're asking for a motion to dismiss in federal court, and they're basically saying that the lawsuit, the complaint, is unconstitutional and it's inorganic and it's unfair for Aparo, who can't defend himself 40 years after the fact that the crime allegedly occurred. It's going to be very difficult to get the documentation. He's of advanced age. It's going to be hard to find witnesses who are also probably advanced age or might be deemed incompetent. So we'll see what happens with that case. This week we're also up to 46. That's 46 lawsuits against the Archdiocese of Agana. We're seeing new named priests, and this week we also saw a female filed suit. So I can only imagine how many more. Again, if you're a victim and you want help from the church, you can call their hotline. They're encouraging you to call their hotline if you want some pastoral help. And also, there is $1 million settlement fund that the church did establish. They announced earlier this year. They're near finding a third-party custodian, so that if you don't maybe want to go through the lengthy legal battle, if you're a victim, you can go this way and you can still get compensation for the crimes that were unjustly done to you years ago. If you have any news tips for us here at the news team, or you just want to talk to us, email us at reporters@kuam.com.